Good morning and welcome to Mindful Movement with AARP Alabama. I'm your host for today, Tawana Wright, and we're going to be doing yoga today with Becca and Paula. But before we get started, let's go through a few things and remind you that AARP empowers people to choose how they live as they age. AARP is a nonpartisan 501c4 organization with more than 420,000 members in Alabama. AARP's role is to advocate on their behalf, all of them, without regard to politics. Becca, what are we going to be doing today?
Good morning, Tawana, and everybody joining us. We're going to do some yoga, like you said, and we're going to give you some choices, as I always try to do, so that you can do the right movements for your energy level today, for your mobility, for your strength, for your safety. So we'll be starting lying down. I'm going to get down on the floor. It's perfectly fine to use a chair or a piece of furniture to help you get down on the floor. You can even lie down on your bed to do the first part. And then we'll move to standing up, and we'll show some options for how you might use the chair for a little support or not. So I'll be giving you plenty of choices, and we're going to try to do a whole body, whole body session, really get everything moving.
All right. Thanks, Becca. Folks, remember, before you start any exercise routine, it's important that you consult with your physician to make sure that the activity is not going to harm you in any way. Remember, be safe and do what works for you. All right, Becca, let's get started.
All right, very good. So, like I said, we're going to start down on the ground. You can use a chair to help you get down. There's no problem with that. We're going to lie down on our backs, okay, with the knees bent. And as usual, we're going to start with just a little bit of breathing. Breathing's a real key thing for yoga and just a key thing for our bodies, right, and our minds. So start by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale a sigh out of the mouth. We're going to do that 2 more times. Deep breath in, exhale. 1 more time. These clearing breaths are real helpful for resetting your breathing pattern, getting you in touch with your breath, helping you to feel it, all right? And then we're going to do a little bit of movement with our breathing. So just start to take your arms up as you inhale. And as you exhale, slowly bring the arms back down. So just that simple, but we're trying to take a full breath in and see if we can coordinate our arms moving overhead at the same pace that we're breathing in and out, okay? So whenever I stop inhaling, wherever my arms are, that's where I'm going to stop moving my arms. Same thing with the exhale. And once you start to get a little familiar with your depth of breath and your arm movement, perhaps you'll be able to go the full distance that your shoulders are comfortable moving with your full breath. So it can be tricky to coordinate your breathing with your movement. So this is just part of the practice, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing bad will happen if you kind of get off sync or off rhythm. We're going to try to add to this. The next time you exhale and bring your arms down, lift up one leg. And then put that foot back down as you bring your arms overhead. And then as you pull your arms down and you're exhaling, lift up that other leg. And then inhale, put the foot back down. Let's keep doing that much. Now, if you'd like, you can activate your abdominals a little bit more with this motion. Pull in your navel towards your spine as you breathe out, as you bring that leg up. Big breath in. We're going to do 1 more on each side. Picking up that leg as you exhale. Pulling that belly in nice and firm. All right, and then feet down on the floor. Spread your arms a little bit out to the sides, just whatever space you have. And then let's start to rock the knees side to side. We're going to think of this portion down here on the floor as our warm-up. We're going to try to warm up our shoulders, our hips, our spine. So as you're rocking these knees from side to side, just notice, how does your low back feel? You can try to give that head a little rock from side to side as well. Just turn in that head, opposite direction of the knees. All right, now with the knees pointing straight up, I want you to put your elbows on the floor or on the bed beside you with your fingertips pointing up at the ceiling. Your palms are facing in, okay? I call these robot arms because kind of stiff, bent arms like our kind of classic robot shape. All right, and with the inhale, you're going to push your elbows, push your shoulders into the floor and arch your back a little bit. And then on the exhale, reach for the ceiling. You might even put your palms together at the top. And then drop those elbows down and press. Get a little gentle lift of the ribs and the chest. And then exhale and reach. And let's do that 3 more times. Press and reach. This one's really good for strengthening the upper back and kind of reversing some of that postural effects that we get from sitting too much. One more time, press back, reach up. Now, if possible, bring the hands together. If that's not comfortable, it's fine to keep the hands apart. All right. And with those elbows straight, begin to rock side to side with the arms. So you're just allowing your head and shoulders to rotate, to twist. So again, we're warming up the spine, especially that upper back. Legs may be rocking a little bit as well. That's fine. All right, and then coming back to center, I want you to bring the right knee on in towards you. And you can certainly hold that right leg from the back of the thigh. That may be more comfortable, okay? Or you can hold on the front of the knee, all right? And just bring that knee in, or however close feels comfortable for your body. And let's circle this right foot and ankle. Nice, big, slow circles. Go the other direction if you haven't switched yet. And then release that foot to the floor and take the other leg in. So hold this left leg now somewhere and pull it in as close as feels comfortable for your body. And circle the foot and ankle. Go the other direction. Good. And then bring that foot back down. So both knees bent, both feet on the ground about a hip's distance apart. Let's begin to warm up the glutes, the hips a little bit more. Push down into the feet and lift your hips up any amount. Even if you're barely coming up, you're doing some work for your glutes, and this is good strengthening. Slowly lower it down. Let's repeat that about 4 more times. If you're on a firm surface and it's comfortable to push back with your shoulders, you can add a little press there in the upper back. Try and keep your thighs and your knees parallel as you lift and as you lower. We're going to do 2 more. And on this last one, I'm going to invite you to hold that bridge, to keep the hips up off the ground, off the bed, any amount. Whenever you get tired, need to rest, you just come on down, take a break. If you feel comfortable here, you can try and press into the ground a little bit more, lifting the hips, the thighs a little bit higher. And then let's ease it on down. And then slowly bring the legs in. This time it's going to be both of them. So bring both legs in. Again, you might hold the backs of the thighs or the fronts of the knees. And just gently move these legs back and forth. It might just be an inch or so of movement, but you're getting a little rocking on your lower back by doing this pumping in and out. So knees away and knees close. You could go wide with those legs as they come in close to your belly, to your chest. Just see what feels good to your lower back. All right, one more. And then drop those feet down to the floor. I want you to stretch the right leg out long, long, long on the ground or on the bed. Okay, reach through that foot. Take your left arm, so it's the opposite side, and stretch that arm overhead or as close up towards your ear as you can. And reach through the left arm and the right leg. And then relax. You're going to bring that arm and that leg back to where they started. Pause. And then the other side. So stretch out through that left leg, long on the floor. Reach through the foot. Right arm, reach at the opposite direction, up near the head. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. Reach, reach, reach. And then release. Now let's try the whole body. So stretch both legs out long. If that feels like too much on your low back, do one leg at a time again, okay? And then the arms overhead. Reach through the feet, reach through the fingers. Try to take up as much space as possible. A nice deep breath in. And then release. And come all the way back to knees bent. Rock those knees from side to side. All right, so we're done with the warm-up part. We're going to roll it over and make our way all the way up to standing. All right, so take your time, coming over onto your side, coming up. You can use that chair to come up to standing. Now, if you have any concerns about balance or safety, I want you to have your chair or a piece of furniture or a wall somewhere where you can hold on to it anytime you want to or need to, okay? So we're going to do a couple of standing poses, and it might be nice just to have that chair there in case you need something to hold on to. All right, so let's come to standing with the feet about a hips distance apart to see what feels comfortable for you. Try and lift up those thigh muscles. So like you're trying to tighten the muscles on your thigh, pull them up towards your hips, tighten the muscles of your buttock, pull them down towards your heels, and then turn your palms to face forward and stretch the fingers out, reaching down towards the floor. All right, stand tall, reach up through the crown of the head. And then inhale, sweep those arms up. And then bring the hands together at the heart. And I want you to sit down. Okay, so let me show you what this looks like from the side. So I've bent at my hips and bent at my knees. And I'm just sitting back like there's a chair behind me. Okay, you don't have to go super low if your knees are cranky about this. Just go a little bit. All right, and then inhale, reach back up. Let's drop the left arm down and reach up and over through the right. And then both arms back up. Just go the other way. Drop that right arm down, reach up and over through the left. And then back up. So remember, you could be holding on for balance if you need. Sit down into that chair pose again. So the hips are back. The weight is in the heels. Equal on right and left legs. Go ahead and press the palms together here in front of the chest. And then inhale, rise. This time we'll do a little twist. Reach up, turn to one side, stretch the arms forward and back. Inhale, reach up. Twist to the other side. Stretch the arms forward and back. Inhale up. One more time, sit down into chair pose. And if you want to take it to a little more challenge, bring your arms forward or even up. Okay, spine is straight. Sit back into those heels. Deep breath in. And then rise back up. And exhale the arms down. Good. Go ahead and roll those shoulders. Nice big shoulder rolls back and down. All right. Now, just get where you can step out long. Maybe you're using that chair for balance. And take one leg back. Okay. Other leg is going to come into a bent knee. All right. So this back leg, I want you to push that thigh back so that you get a nice firm buttock and you're reaching down into that heel. Lift up through your low belly. Bring your hands up to your chest. Remember, if you need to hold on, you can do one arm. All right. Inhale, pull back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, push forward. Now, it might be nice to use that clearing breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. It'll give you a little more power. Use that belly a little bit more. Push. 2 more. Keep the arms forward. Strong legs. Make sure that back leg is still anchored. Reach up for the ceiling. It's okay for your arms to be wide if you need them to be wide, or even bent elbows. So lots of different ways you could take your arms. All right, and then we'll bring the hands to the heart or touch that chair and step up. Pause just a moment. Drop the arms to your side. Check in. See how you feel. Can you feel the effect of using those legs in that warrior one pose? All right, we're going to do the other side. So make sure you step the other leg back. Okay, and have that front knee bent. It's going to bend to maybe right around over the ankle. Okay, not much further than that. Push back with that back thigh. So you want to straighten that knee, push down into that heel, get a nice glute squeeze. Bring the hands up to the heart. Touch if you need. Inhale, pull back. Give me that strong exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Palms face each other. Reach the arms up. You could look up if you're comfortable lifting the head. If not, keep the eyes down, focused on one spot. And then hands to the heart. Step it in. Good. Pause a moment. Just check on how things feel. All right. Now we're going to repeat that, but do something a little bit different. So we're going to step back again with one leg. Okay. So you might go back to where you were on that first side. Front knee is bent. Okay. Feel free again, like I've said, to continue to use that chair if you want. All right, want to lift up that low belly, okay? So like there's a zipper down here in your lower abdomen, like up to your navel. That'll help you tighten up this, okay? This time we're going to flow with the arms, reach up with the arms, and then pull the elbows back, and I want you to straighten the front knee. Good. And then I want you to fold forward. Feel free to touch the chair if you've got it. Keep the hands here or take the hands to your hips if you want to. And we'll just go until we feel some stretch on that front leg. And then bend that front knee and reach the arms up. And then pull the elbows back, straighten that knee. And then fold forward. One more time. Bend the front knee, reach up. Pull the elbows back and down, straighten the knee. Fold forward. And then bend the front knee, reach up. Hands to the heart, step up. And pause. Take a moment, see how things feel. Other side. So take the other leg back. Bend that front knee some. Anchor, back knee, straight. Draw that low belly zipper up towards the navel. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, pull the elbows down, straighten that front knee. Fold forward. Just listen to what that leg tells you about when to stop. Bend the front knee, reach up. Pull the elbows back, straighten the front knee. Fold forward. One more time. Bend the front knee, reach up. Straighten the front knee, pull back. Fold forward. And then one more time, reach up. Step together, hands to the heart. Nicely done. All right. So we're going to do a balance pose now and then work a little bit more on our arms. Okay. So we're going to do tree pose. You can hold on, chair, wall, whatever you want to. Put that weight into one leg and then take the other heel up, bending that knee, turn the knee out. So however much it turns out for you, that's how far you go. And then see if you can put this foot on your ankle, on your calf, around your knee. Just be careful, don't push at your knee. Even some folks might be able to put that foot up high into the thigh area. Okay, I'm going to come right to my knee or just below. All right, now squeeze the buttocks and stand up tall. All right, hands to the heart, one hand if you're still touching something. Tree pose, get nice and grounded. Think about your strong trunk down through the leg, growing some roots out of your feet. And that lift up through the crown, up into the sky. Maybe spread those arms like branches out. Take 2 more breaths. And release the arms down, release that foot. Take a moment just to shake it out. All right, other side. So shift that weight into the other leg. Pick up the heel, bend the knee, turn it out. All right, and then see where you want to put that foot. It could be right here close to the ground, toes touching the floor even, or maybe a little bit higher. Hands at the heart, stand tall, squeeze in with the hips, get lifted. Ground down through the foot. Maybe spread those arms. And then release. Bring it back down, shake it out. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of work on the arms and make our way to our finish. Now, I'm going to show first what you might do using a chair. So if you don't want to get back down on the ground, you could do this in the chair. We're going to put the hands on the seat of the chair, walk the legs back, hold a plank. And then we'll do a couple of turning to one side. You might lift the leg, you might not. Okay, so that's what that will look like. I'll show that again. But if you want to get down on the floor, this is going to be just a little more load on your shoulders. We'll do our plank on the ground. All right, so plank on the ground has some choices also. You can put those shoulders sort of over your wrists or your hands. Walk your knees back. You can stay on your knees, or you can lift up onto your toes. All right, so you're either in the chair, on your knees, or on your toes. Push nice and firmly into the hands. Try to get broad in that upper back. Good. Now, if you're on the floor, you're going to drop your left knee down and turn to bring your right arm up. Maybe lift your right leg up. Same idea in the chair. So I'll just show what that is. Instead of dropping down to the knee, we'll just turn that left foot, reach up with the right arm, maybe reach up with that right leg. All right, so let's all hold for another breath or two. And then we'll bring it back. So if you're down on the floor, just drop to hands and knees. Okay, so your knees down on the ground. All right, if you're here in the chair, feet are on the ground parallel. And let's round it into cat. Push with the arms. And then flatten it out. Take a little lift of the chest and a lift of the tail. Let's do 3 more of those. Round it. And flatten it. All right, now we're going to do our plank again. So if you're in the chair, you walk those feet back. If you're on the floor, you walk your hands forward. You maybe pick up your knees if you want to. Okay, I'm going to start in the chair this time and then go down to the floor to show that. So nice strong push. Push that chest away from the hands. Keep the legs firm, the belly in. And we're going to do our side plank the other way. If you're on the ground, you're going to drop your right knee to the floor. If you're standing up, you're going to just step the right foot a little bit forward, turn the toes in, and then we'll turn to the left, lifting up that left arm, that left leg. Okay, so stay here. I'm just going to get back down and show this on the floor. Good. One more breath. And then take it back down. So we're coming back to hands and knees or in the chair, hands on the chair, feet under the hips. Go ahead and do that cat, round it, and then flatten it, lift up through the chest, lift up through the tail. Couple more. All right, good. So now that we've learned that side plank, let's do it again, okay? Helps to repeat things. So we're going to stretch out into our plank position. Remember, you could be on the chair. Keep your knees down or lift the thighs and knees up. 2 more breaths, holding your nice strong plank. And then we'll adjust the left leg, so left knee down or left foot a little forward, and then turn right arm up, maybe the right leg up. Good. One more breath. Push away from the ground. And then ease it back to center. Go right back to plank again. Your version, your choice. Other side for side plank. So right foot steps forward if you're up on the chair. Right knee down on the floor. Turn to the left. Left arm up. Maybe the left leg up. And then down, back into your hands and knees or hands on the seat of the chair. Give it that rounded back 3 more times. All right. Now to finish, I want you to either take a comfortable seat on the floor, okay? So if you can sit comfortably on the ground, do so. It's always a good idea to maybe sit on top of a cushion or a blanket, a pillow, or sit in a chair. And I'm going to come up and sit in the chair, but if you're comfortable on the floor, stay right where you are. All right. And we're just going to take those arms back. Maybe you can touch the ground, just depending. Maybe you can reach to the back of your chair. We're going to try to roll the shoulder blades back and get a nice lift up of the chest. You can drift that chin just a little bit higher if you want. And then drift the chin down. Release the arms, shake them out at your side, roll your shoulders. And then a little twist, sit up tall and turn to one direction. Bring the front hand across to the opposite knee, the opposite leg. And then back to center, sit tall, take a deep breath in. And twist the other way, taking the hand in front across to the opposite knee. And then back to center. Now, just a few little stretches for the neck. Make sure that you make this movement pain-free. So no pain. You might feel stretch or a little tightness, but avoid anything that hurts. So sit tall and just start by tilting your ear towards one shoulder. And then turn your nose down towards that shoulder. And then roll your chin forward across the chest until you can turn your nose to the opposite shoulder. And then lift your ear up onto that same shoulder. And then up across the top. We'll do that one more time in that direction. Ear to shoulder. Slow motion, nose down to shoulder. Chin across the chest. Over here on the other side, nose to shoulder, ear to shoulder, up over the top. Now we'll go 2 times the other direction, and that will finish up our movement. So tip the ear to the shoulder, turn the nose, roll the chin. All the way to that other side, nose to shoulder, ear, head up. Go one more time, ear to shoulder, nose, even a little slower this time. Chin across the chest. And bring it up to center. Now just sit for a moment. See if you can relax through your face. You might even close your eyes. Try to soften across the eyelids, through the cheeks, and down into the jaw. We'll just take a few final breaths here, trying to settle the breath, settle the nervous system down by encouraging the breath to slow down. So see if you can inhale a little more slowly. Exhale a little more slowly. Maybe even give yourself just a little pause, a little space between breaths. Two more of these nice slow breaths. Go ahead and just bow the head gently. Just take a moment for gratitude. I'm thankful for this opportunity to share yoga with you. I hope that you're grateful to your own body for being able to explore and breathe and move, and certainly grateful to AARP of Alabama for giving us all this opportunity. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thanks, Becca. We're going to take a short commercial break. And folks, if you have any questions, remember to just send them to us.
Great.
Thanks for joining us for Mindful Movement. We'll see you again next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Take care. Have a great day.